edition of the Talking with Alex. This is the mock draft. There will be some trades here. I'm gonna be speaking by all the 32 teams, and there's only do 2 rounds. I tried doing it with 7 rounds and it just takes way too long. So let's get with the first round. The Bengals are on the clock. No question, they are going to pick Joe Burrow in this one. Now the Skins are on the clock, and that's an interesting topic because they got calls, but they're just going to stick with their man Chase Young. Alrighty, so now the third pick, the Lions. What will they do with that pick? Now the draft doesn't start when the Lions pick theirs, and they're gonna get trade offers from Miami. Miami's giving their trade offers here. I don't know why this thing just keeps getting up here. So Miami's going to trade their 5th and their 26th for their 3rd, and that has been accepted. And I'm going to go with Justin Herbert, cornerback, Oregon. The Dolphins have drafted him. I'm still going to go. New York's on the clock. They're going to go with Tristan Wirfs, offensive tackle, Iowa. The Lions are back on the clock now. What are the Lions going to do now? The Chargers are offering a trade to get their guy. Really, it's not going to make any sense, but we'll give it a shot here. So let's see here. Their 5th pick for their 37th and their 35th. See if that works. Okay, I don't know how that worked last time. Let's see here. So the 6th and the 37th for there and there. Okay. Chargers are having a tough time with their draft picking here. At least for trade-wise, because they're really in the market of getting Tua here. There. Boom. Let's see here. So let's do it from the Detroit's point of view here. So their 5th, their 5th and 26th for that, and their 37th. Alright, so that was accepted. Alright, so now the Chargers are on the clock now, and they're gonna take their guy, Tua Tagovailoa. Now, that's good for the Chargers because they need a quarterback because of they got rid of Philip Rivers. Now Detroit is on the clock, finally on the clock, I guess you can say. They're getting that 6th overall pick here. So they have many options. They have Okudah, Simmons, and Brown, and Henderson's on the board too. Or they can do wide receiver Jerry Jeudy. So here's the issue. I do like 2 people out of that list. I like Okudah and Brown. And I'm really gonna say that Detroit will go with Jeffrey Okudah, cornerback, Ohio State. Don't ask me why he dropped so far down to the 6th overall draft pick. It's just beyond me. So the Panthers are on the clock, and they are going to pick Derek Brown, defensive tackle, Auburn. And the Birds are on the clock now. And what do they need? They need a defensive tackle, offensive linebacker, and that really suits up for Isaiah Simmons, offensive linebacker, Clemson. So now the Jaguars are on the clock now, and they want to stay on the board here, and they're looking for that quarterback. And they're looking for that quarterback. They're looking for the corner, offensive line, outside linebacker, defensive tackle. So they're gonna draft Javon Kinslaw, defensive tackle, South Carolina. Now the Browns are on the clock now, and do the Browns really want to pick at 10? Yes, they do. They're in a top 10 pick, and they need a corner outside. Okay, so they're gonna go with C.J. Henderson, cornerback, Florida. Now the Jets are on the clock here. Now real quick, we'll see what the Jets need. The Jets need a wide receiver, corner, offensive tackle, D end, and offensive line. Alrighty. So they're going to go with let's see here. So they got probably the best, not really the best, but they got one of the top 10 offensive tackles right now. Andrew Thomas, offensive tackle, Georgia. Now the Raiders have a couple of picks in the first round here, and they're going to go with Jordan Love, quarterback, Utah State. Now here's the kicker here. Now San Francisco is looking to get out of the first, or trade at least, to get some draft capital here, and it's interesting to see how this thing plans out to be here. So San Francisco, they want to find a trade partner. They want to find a trade partner. So who is that trade partner going to be? We don't know. Let's just go with let's go with the Buccaneers. Let's say the Buccaneers. Okay? We're going with the Buccaneers. We'll see how that goes. So they're going to trade their 13th and current. So they want to trade. How did I do that last time? They want to trade. Oh wait, cancel. So let's do Tampa Bay's calling up the San Francisco 49ers, and they want their 13th and 31st for their 45th and 76th. God, how did that not decline? That's weird. Alrighty, so let's try this again here. So we're gonna try the Buccaneers once more time with the 49ers. They have the current 14, so they want a 45th for both of those. Alrighty, so that's out of the question here. So how about the 49ers? Actually, let's do it the opposite way around here. Maybe that's gonna work. So they're gonna swap picks for, let's say that's for example. Alrighty, so that worked. So San Francisco traded both of their picks to the Buccaneers. Let's just say that happened. All right, for the 45th and 76th pick. So now the Buccaneers are picking twice in a row here, and you know what? Just for the fun and games and stuff like that, they're gonna go with Jerry Jeudy. They're gonna pick Jerry Jeudy, and they're gonna go with AJ Espinoza. Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver, Alabama, and AJ Espinoza, D end, Iowa. So now that brings up to the Broncos. And the Broncos are going to draft Aaron Rodgers III, wide receiver, Alabama. The Falcons, liking where they're at right now, they're going to pick DeAndre Swift, running back, from the Georgia Bulldogs. So he ain't going anywhere. He's just staying local. Now the the Cowboys are on the clock, and they're going to pick CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver, Oklahoma. So, in order to get, the Finns are back on the board. They need an offensive tackle. They're going to do Jarek Willis, offensive tackle, Alabama. Now the Raiders. So what are the Raiders going to plan on doing here? Are they going to get out of it, or what? No, they're not. They're going to keep going. They're going to build up that regime. They just got their QB, Justin Love or Jordan Love, and they're going to go with Justin Jeffries, wide receiver, LSU. Now we got so they're gonna go and trade with who are they gonna trade? Who the trade partner gonna be? Let's do the Seahawks, right? They're 26 and they get the. So now the Seahawks are on the clock now. And they are going to get their corner. Do they want their corner? Yes, corner. Kristen Fulton, cornerback, LSU. And the Eagles, they are going to get Trayvon. No, they're going to do Mims instead. They're going to do Mims instead. Now the Vikings are on the clock. What does the Vikings need? The Vikings need a offensive tackle, and they got it with Mekhi Becton. That's on the board there. They got the Patriots are on the board here. And who are they going to take? They are going to take their special offensive linebacker out of Oklahoma, Kenneth Murray. Now the Saints are back on the clock. The Saints are on the clock, excuse me. And the Saints are looking for the cornerback. Now, they're going to do an offensive linebacker because they're looking for their linebackers right now. And they're going to do Chesson from LSU. Vikings are back on the clock. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. They're looking for so they got their corner, they got their offensive tackle. Now they're going to get their corner, AJ Terrell, cornerback from Clemson. Now the Chargers are on the clock. They currently hold. So they got their quarterback. They got their quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. And now they're looking for their offensive tackle, and that's going to be Ezra Cleveland, offensive tackle, Boise State. Now the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock at 27 in a trade with from trading with the Seahawks, and they are in need. So who do they pick on their 9th? They did Kinslaw. So they picked the Kinslaw here. So now they got their let's see here. They're going to go with Patrick Queen, offensive linebacker, LSU. Now their birds are on there, and they're going to do Trayvon Diggs, Alabama, corner from Alabama. Alrighty, so now we're getting into 29th with the Tennessee Titans. And they need a DN and a tackle and running back. So they are going to go with Josh Johnson, offensive tackle, Houston. Again, guys, this is just a simulation. This is what I think will happen. Who knows? Could be wrong, obviously. But you never know. Draft's tomorrow, the 24th, for those who are football. Or, no, actually, not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, the 23rd. Excuse me. Why am I saying the 23rd? That's weird. The 24th. I don't know why I'm weird. Okay. Anyway, so the Green Bay Packers are on the clock, and they're going to get their offensive tackle. Offensive tackle here. Oh no, they're gonna. Yeah, offensive tackle here. Offensive tackle. Isaiah Wilson. Offensive tackle from Georgia. And now the Buccaneers are on the clock here. They picked up Jerry Jeudy on the 13th. They picked up their wide receivers from San Francisco. So San Francisco does not have a draft pick till the 45th pick in the round 2. So they are going to do their DN from Marlon Davison, a DN from Auburn. So now, to wrap up round 1, Kansas City will select Jalen Johnson, cornerback, Utah. So guys, that is round 1. Now, round 2 will begin with the Cincinnati Bengals, but they do not want to be in that 33rd spot. They're going to try to find a trade partner. And will it happen? Yes. But the roles have been flipped for them, because now they traded with the Colts. And now the Colts are on the clock on 33, and the Colts need a corner, wide receiver, cornerback, and guard. So they are going to select Jonathan Taylor. Actually, no, they're not going. Never mind, they're not going to select that, because the Colts are the Colts. They're going to do cornerback Jeff Gladney, TCU. Now the Bengals are on the clock, but they do want to try to move a little bit further down, so they're going to try to do another trade proposal. But who their trade proposal going to be with? You know what? We'll go with the Detroit Lions. We'll see what they have to offer here. We'll go there and there for their 2. We'll go from there too. So we'll see how that goes. Trade was declined. Alright, so the Bengals are going to try someone else. They want to try to get out of the AFC. Maybe we'll try to get the Bears on there. So the Bears, so they want to trade their 44th and 45 for their 40th and 50th. And that has been accepted. So now the Bears are on the clock. Now the Bears have their first time, and they want their offensive tackle, offensive linebacker, and cornerback. So this is their first time. They have not drafted in the round number 1. So they're going to go with defensive tackle. They are gonna go with Ross Blacklock, defensive tackle, TCU. So now that brings up the Detroit Lions. They're one of 2 picks in round 2. And they're looking for a running back here. And they want to try to go for a running back. And they may have their running back here. And I'm going to say that they're going to draft J.K. Dobbins, running back, Ohio State University. Now the New York Giants are on the clock here. The Giants are looking for many, many needs. And they're going to draft Grant Delpit, safety from LSU. The Lions are back on the clock now, as they traded in the trade with the San Diego Chargers. And they did pick up J.K. Dobbins. So they got their running back. Now let's see what they're going to go after here in the second round. They're going to go over with defense. They're going to go with... Let's see if there's any DNs on the board here. Oh yes, there are many. And they are going to go with the Yatar Gross Montos, DN Penn State. Now we have the Panthers on the board. Who did they select in the first round? They picked Derek Brown, defensive tackle. And the Panthers are looking for their cornerback / guard. But there's a lot of names out there. So they're going to go for T. Higgins, wide receiver, Clemson. Now, Dolphins are on the clock here. They got their Tua. They got their Tua. They got their Jarek Wilks. Or Wills. So they got their offense. They're going to try to go defense here. They're going to go with Xavier McKinney, safety, Alabama. So now the Houston on the board here. There's been no trade so far in the last couple of times, which is alright. This is good. This is very, very good. So they are going to draft center Cesar Louis, Michigan. The Brownies now, they're looking for the offensive. Who do they drafted in the first round? They drafted a cornerback, C.J. Henderson. So now they got their offensive tackle, Austin Jackson, USC. So now, in the trade, Seahawks are on the board. In a trade with Jacksonville, they already got their. They got their. I don't know what the heck they got, but anyway, they got their. They got their cornerback. So now they're going to go with Jonathan Taylor, running back, Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Connection in Seattle. Now here's the Bengals on the board here. First of two. They're going to go with wide receiver J.K. Hamler, Penn State wide receiver. Now the Bears are back on the clock here. They're going to go with Tyrell Lewis, Alabama. Here's the San Francisco 49ers. Let's see what their needs are real quickly here. Wide receiver. Okay, we're going to give them a wide receiver. Jalen Reagor, TCU wide receiver. Now the Broncos. Do the Broncos really... They got their wide receiver, so that's good. The Broncos looking for that offensive tackle and cornerback. But they're going to go with the D-end, Julian Okwara, in this one. So they got their running. The Falcons are on the clock at 47. They got their quarter. They got their running back. Now they're going to get their cornerback, Noah Igamanos. I don't know if I got that last name right, but it's going to be corner, Auburn. Alrighty, so now the Jets are on the clock. They are going to go down the line here. And oh boy, maybe it's not going to be a nice little fit, but they're going to get Gabriel Davis, wide receiver, UCF. Now the Steelers are on the board. And who do they need? They need a quarterback, don't they? But they're going to be drafting Jalen Hurts, quarterback, Oklahoma. Now the Bengals again, they are going to go to their tight end, Adam Trustman, tight end at Dayton. The stars are on the board here. Here are the stars, the Cowboys. And they are going to go and get Joshua Uche, offensive linebacker, Michigan. And then here comes the Rams. Is that the Rams? The Rams are going... I don't even know what the Rams need, because Rams are kind of a weird team right now. Offensive tackle, they're going to go with Jack Driscoll. Offensive tackle, Auburn. Now the Eagles, wide receiver, cornerback. What wide receivers are on the board here? I don't know what they got on the last one here. They got a wide receiver, so they're going to go with their next need. Here, yes, I'm going with their needs right now, guys. That's just how I'm playing it right now. They're going to go with Damon Arnett, cornerback, Ohio State University. Okay, the Bills are on the board. They're going to do DN Curtis Weaver, Boise State. And the Baltimore Ravens. They're going to get their center, Lloyd Cushenberry from LSU. Now the Finns are back on the clock here. And they will go with their DN Bradley Enney from Utah. Now the Chargers are back on the clock here. They're going to get their they're going to get a wide receiver in let's see here. We got some good ones. I'm going to say KJ Hill, Ohio State University. And let's see what they have for safety-wise here. Safety-wise for I don't know what they had. Let's see here. Vikings. Who did they take? They took a corner and an offensive tackle. So they're gonna take Tyrell Burgess, from Utah. Alright guys, we're almost done here with the mock draft, 2-round mock draft. 6 more picks. Bear with me guys, I know you guys are probably getting a little bit bored here. If you have any interesting comments or interesting things about the and who you guys like to see each team select, put them on the comments below. They're gonna go with their tight end Cole Kmet for Jacksonville. So the Birds are on the Ravens are on the board, and they're gonna go with they're gonna draft Clyde Edwards-Helaire, running back from LSU. The Titans, they're gonna get their defensive tackle Neville Gallimore, defensive tackle Oklahoma. And the Cheeseheads of Green Bay, they're gonna get a wide receiver. They're gonna get their wide receiver here. They're gonna go with Donovan Peoples-Jones. But wait, nope, there's a change up here. They're gonna get Tyler Johnson, Minnesota, wide receiver. Alrighty, here we go. Down to the final 2. Kansas City. Who did they select? The cornerback. And who do they need? They need a running back. So, let's see what running backs are available here. They're going to draft Zach Moss, running back from Utah. And the Seahawks wrap up and round up round number 2. So let's see, what did they selected so far? Oh, they haven't selected much. Oh, they got a cornerback. They got a corner. They got a corner. They got a running back. The corner and running back. So they got most of their needs. Let's see what there is for safety. And they're going to get Kevon Wallace, safety, Clemson. So that wraps up the mock draft, folks. Hope you guys survived it. Hope you guys enjoyed the NFL draft because this is our first sporting event that we will be seeing. So hopefully you guys will be watching. Alright guys, I'm Alex Brewer. Stay safe, survive and thrive.